All right, happy Saturday, people. This is Coach Brian here. I'm here to deliver today's workout to you. It is a special workout. It is Kalsu's second cousin. Kalsu is 100 thrusters 4 times, but every minute on the top of the minute, you have to do 5 burpees. This one is not as difficult, but it's plenty difficult. I definitely am filled with fear as I'm approaching this workout. So 100 thrusters is a problem as it is. Those burpees are going to make it even more difficult. And there's going to be a lot of strategy involved with actually how to get the most out of this workout. So once again, 100 thrusters at a time. Every time you put the barbell down, you have to do a 5 burpee penalty. So I'm literally going to try and do a big set, not to failure, but 80 to 85% close to failure. After that, I'm going to do my 5 burpees, probably rest a little bit, and then try and get another biggest set together. That is how I'm going to approach this workout. The weights should be heavy-ish. The suggested weights are 50-35 on the dumbbell side for RX, 35-20 on more of the FX side. The barbell, 135 for the men, 95 for the women at the RX plus level. 135-pound thrusters are just horrific. 115-75, you're going to try the RX level, and for fitness, we're turning at 95-65. So we want to have a little bit of weight on that barbell. So what I do is I'm actually going to go through a warm-up. I want to film myself warming up, so you can kind of fast forward that if you want to, or maybe set your YouTube up to go to 1.5 speed if you would like. Whatever it is, I don't want you to have to walk through the warm with me. But what I do is I want to show the pieces of my warm-up and why I'm actually doing these pieces. And this is what I think about when I do a workout, and specifically when I design what a class will look like. So generally, when I do a warm-up, first of all, I think about what the time domain is. If it's a long time domain, I do not need to get my heart rate so far up, because the long time domain is it's more of a steady rate. If it's going to be a sprint, like a 5 to 7 minute workout, well, then I want to kind of get my heart rate up a little bit. So I'm actually not going to do too much for my heart rate. Okay, here's what it's going to look like. I like to review the movements and go from slower to faster, least complex to more complex. So we start off with 10 air squats. I want those controlled. I want to have some thought to doing them really beautifully, maintaining my fundamentals. If there's 10 air squats, I'm going to do 5 push-ups. Right there, I'm just trying to get my shoulders warmed up, trying to make sure I'm externally rotating. After I'm going to do 5 push-ups, I'm going to push myself into a pike with those 5 push-ups. So we end up doing 10 push-ups together, but 5 with a pike. From there, for this one section, I'm going to do 1 burpee. Okay, just starting to get my heart rate moving. Great. Second one, 10 speed squats. Same as before, but now I want to get speed. Okay, here I'm really working on technique. Here's I'm trying to get my nervous system ready to be really driving through the ground and opening my hips up quickly. Why? Because I want to be able to move my hips to propel that bar up. I want to be driven through the hips and not through the shoulders. Then we're going to do 5 slow strict press. Okay, so now I'm getting into the movement, but I'm slowing the movement down because I'm trying to focus on technique. So slow strict presses, I'm going to make sure that that bar is falling in a nice straight line, going to an overhead position. I'm going to make sure when I finish that I am locked down. Okay. After this 5 strict press, slow strict press, I'm going to do some elbow rotation. So if I have a dumbbell, I'm just going to be driving my elbow up. If I have a barbell, and the barbell on my back, just trying to get that front rack position right. Great. After that, 2 burpees. Okay, again, that heart rate moving. Number 3, now I'm going to do 5 front squats. Position getting more and more like the thruster. After those 5 front squats, I'm going to have real good control in those 5 front squats. Do 5 5 fast strict press. So pressing the bar up quickly, trying to get speed there, so you start to make sure, pressing up again. If I'm going to rest in, we're going to rest in an overhead position, touch the shoulder, pressing overhead. Trying to get that nervous system ready. Followed by that, we do a perfect lunge. Okay, this is a mobility piece that's going to help get my hips, my hip flexor specifically, ready for this movement. My last piece, I'm just going to raise this up so we can see the last piece. Okay, my last piece is I'm going to do 5 speed front squats. Okay, really get hit to the bottom of the hole. As soon as I hit the bottom, I'm going to aggressively drive out of the hole, getting to the top of that front squat. From there, we're going to do 5 push press, so adding more speed, into which I'm pressing that bar overhead by using my legs to press. Okay, and then continue to kind of get my mobility together, my hips and my knees ready. I'm gonna go into some pigeon stretches. These are the key movements that get me ready. After this, I've broken down all the pieces of the thrusters. Then I'm gonna add them all together, I'm gonna do a handful of thrusters. I'm gonna start with a lightweight, maybe do 5 thrusters. Add a little weight, maybe do another 3 thrusters. Get up to maybe like, for me, maybe 95, do another 3. Then I might start adding more. I might go to 115. I might even try a couple at 135. When I'm really trying to get really great at a workout, I'd like to get a couple reps heavier than what I'm gonna do for the workout, because once again, it just primes my nervous system. My nervous system just makes the bar feel lighter when I actually get to the workout. So this is what my warm-up is gonna be like. I'm gonna go set myself up there, go through that warm-up. You're welcome to watch, and we will see you in a moment. All right, and we're back. So we're gonna go through our warm-up right now. I have some copyright-free, really terrible workout music, so we're gonna get going. So starting up with 10 air squats. Five push-ups. Push-ups into a plank. Great. 1 burpee. Okay, there's our first one. Now, 10 speed squats. Great. 5 slow strict press. Here's 2 dumbbells, single dumbbell. We're working on positions here. Fast, slow. Right, from there, I'm gonna go some elbow rotations. Just gonna place the bar on my back. Try my elbows up. So I can do this with the dumbbell as well. Place on my back. Rubbing those up. Hold that by 2 burpees. Okay, 5 front squats. Okay, I'm gonna show some control on these. We're gonna try and keep those elbows up. Gauge to the midline. Even add a pause at the bottom, just to make sure that I'm sitting down, staying tall. Great, after that I'm gonna do 5 fast strict press. So still trying to maintain the bar path, but some speed that move. So shoulders feeling warm. Great, now for some mobility. First thing is my perfect lunge, stepping away, so hopefully you can see. Now's the time I really want to get into the mobility, but I'm a little more warm. Pushing that knee out. A good knee out over the little toes for the position we went in our squats. Go ahead and switch legs. Work my way back up. 3 burpees. I did 5 right there. Oh, that was bad. All right, now 5 front squats into 5 push press. Okay, now pigeon, left leg in front of our body. Ooh, heart rate's already up. Switch legs. I also might take this time to warm things up. It still might be a little tight. I find myself not getting a good front rack position. I might do a little bit more front rack warm up. But the big thing we're gonna do right now is we start loading my barbell up, get some reps in, be very thoughtful, very engaged on what they look like. Because once the workout comes, I just want to be really dialed in. So here's about 5 minutes, play with some weights. I'm gonna go hit stop here, let you do your thing. Way back in a bit. All right, real quick before we actually start the workout, I had a little bit of a clock issue. So for some reason, I got stuck on the interval timer. So it goes about 2 minutes in, and then I had to get up and then reset the timer. So I would suggest you use your own clock, watch, timer for the workout. But basically, my clock ran for about 2 minutes and 13 seconds on the interval, and then I hit the, got it back to that 35-minute counting up clock. So fantastic workout. Good luck, everyone. Slow and steady. Try and have positive self-thoughts. Burpee slow. Breathe as best you can. Have a great time. All right, and we are back. All right, off to the workout. Now we have a 35-minute time cap. How I'm going to approach this workout, first of all, my weight. I thought I was going to do FX because I'm a little bit sore, but as I started building up in weight, I started feeling pretty good. So Lord help me, I'm going to try it at the RX level. I'm going to try and hit 115, 115 for that workout. So now I have that data point. That's what my weight is. How many reps am I going to try and do? I mean, in my mind, I have to have at least 10. At 95, I can do a set of 21. I've done that before, and for Fran, unbroken. So it makes me think at an extra 20 pounds plus all the volume, I'm probably going to try to get to about 12. Just to give you an idea of my mind frame about what sort of numbers I'm going to try and get to. If I were to hit a 15 on that opening round, that would be awesome. But we'll see how I feel during the workout. One of my favorite sayings is a Mike Tyson saying is everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. At some point in this workout, I'm getting punched in the face and I need to make an adjustment. Okay, and that's how we get the best out of these things. When I do my burpees, I'm going to go flop down to the ground with some engagement. I'm going to rest for a second. I'm going to take a full breath. Okay, from there I'm going to push up, jump to my hips, jump my feet to the ground, stand up nice and tall. From there, I'm going to grab another breath. So I want my burpees to be kind of controlled, kind of consistent. That's where I'm going to kind of get my breath. And then I might grab another breath or two and then try and get back to that barbell and see if I can keep hitting those sets of 10. I definitely would like to hit this thing under 12 rounds. My goal would be to hit it under 9 rounds. but we'll see how it goes. Good luck to everybody. We'll see you on the other side. Also, one last thing is I did grab a board for myself to help try and keep track of those numbers. Because, you know, sometimes you have plants hitting 10s, you hit 8s, and you got to write them down and do the math, and doing that math slows you down a little bit. So look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. Here we go. The clock is over here to the right. Hopefully you can see it against the glare. And I would encourage you to have your own clock as well. I would never trust this clock right here. So hopefully have a device at home. All right, guys, see you on the other side. Good luck to everyone. 10 seconds on the clock. Starts with our thrusters. 2, 1, go. And clock issues.
It's pretty good, but you know, I need to ask my friends what they prefer.
74. Need to keep going. Okay. I'm Kalsu.
Are you on video right now?
How do you feel?
What's that?
Just a few weights.
Oh.
I'm not breaking point right now. Go. 20 more to go. Yeah, a couple big ones, like sevens. I don't know if I can do it.
Look at my helmet. I don't think I can take this. Sorry. Sorry.
I'll rate my score. Right, I forget.
On your sweatshirt too.
So, debating with the hardest workout. Someone's at the top, number one. I don't think I can see you. It was younger.
Get down. Get down.
Ten seconds left.
Wait for it.
And 2, 1, time. So we had a little clock difficulty. I'm probably gonna set this out. That's actually theoretically a 37-minute and 15-second time cap. Aren't you glad you got those extra 2 minutes to get all those thrusters done? So let's actually move into the warm-up. Or excuse me, the cool down. So after I was done, I decided to take a walk. It's a great thing to do for a cool down before even just going into stretching, just kind of slow your heart rate down. Then I'm gonna do is get some shoulder openers. I'm gonna get down both knees. I'm gonna grab a box, couch, whatever it takes. Pull my hips back, my forehead through. I take one of my palms, bring it up. And switch. We're gonna take that same box, as I'm wont to do, just because calves are always the tightest part of our bodies. Get a quick calf stretch. Started with the 12. Then I found there's a clock difficulty. I only got 2 thrusters in and had to do the 2-5 burpee penalty. And then at the end, it was finishing with 6s. I thought this workout was horrible, and I still underestimated it. It was really, really difficult. But I feel great right now. I feel great right now. And I got through it. Proud of myself. I feel great. Okay, while we're in the box, let's actually spend a little box stretching. Let's get a high pitch and stretch. And the switch. Hoping for some warm weather. I haven't checked the weather yet, but love some warm weather to get some walks in. Maybe play tennis. Just get outside this weekend. But hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Thanks for spending a great week with us. Hope you saw the fireside chat last night. And if you did miss it, we have it up in the Facebook group, but I also put the video up on the blog. Be sure to read in the blog. Thanks for coming with us today. We'll see you next week.